Hi there. We're continuing our journey in the Psalms, and today we're in Psalm 4, Tehillim Dalet in the Hebrew, Dalet being the letter for number 4. And this is a psalm with a superscription. Again, many psalms have an introduction, have a title. This one starts off Lam Natseach, which means to the chief musician. The verb natzach in Hebrew means to shine, to be of a particular quality, and it's talking about the one whose voice leads others. So natzeach is the song leader or the chief musician. And then it says anaginot, which means on strings. So it's clear that this is a musical composition. This is not just a poem, this is not just a piece of spoken presentation, this is a song. And that's even more clear when it says Mizmor le David. Mizmor, the word comes from a word that means to play, to pluck of strings or an instrument. And a mizmor, many of the psalms are called mizmor. They're called a song, I suppose we might say, or a musical composition. So this psalm opens up, as many do, with a prayer, with a cry to the Lord. Lord, answer me. Lord, turn to me. Lord, rescue me. There's a call, there's a prayer to God to come and be faithful as he'd been faithful before. And then there's a questioning of why people are not realizing the goodness of God. Why are people saying, where is God? He doesn't care about us. Why are people behaving as if God isn't there? But the writer of this psalm, the Davidic psalm here, is saying, I will stay with God, because actually God lifts up the light of his face upon me. There's a mention here of O Panecha, the light of your face, which is a very important element of the worship of Israel. Remember that the Aaronic blessing that God gave to the priests to bless the people of Israel twice speaks of the face of God, the presence of God. It's the closeness of God. It's the cheek-to-cheek embrace of God. And so the psalmist here is saying the light of your face is lifted up upon us. Lord, lift up the light of your face upon us. And then towards the end of the psalm, the psalmist says that he is going to rejoice more than these people who rejoice over their material wealth, over the fruits and the crops that they bring in. The psalmist is going to rejoice more in the Lord, because the Lord not only provides all the things for life, he not only gives good. Tov is there in this psalm, when people are saying, who will do us any good? He is saying actually that the Lord provides all these things, and therefore at the end of the psalm he says, I can lie down, I can go to bed in safety because God allows me to dwell securely. It's a wonderful promise at the end of this psalm. It's a wonderful meditation at the end of this psalm. Part of this psalm is actually used in the Jewish night prayer, talking about going to sleep, going to lie down in peace. When God is in our lives, when we know that he is the source of our provision and not the work of our own hands, then we can lie down and sleep in peace, because God himself will make us dwell in safety. Have a good day.